Hello and welcome to another episode of Space Engineers. As our little warship here, our rover ship, however we're going to call this thing, is complete. But it is not ready to set sail just yet, as it does require some supplies. This little boat is entirely fueled by these gasoline engines. It has no batteries currently because it's going to run on the gasoline. And it's got all these gasoline tanks here in the center that do need to be all repaired up. So, well, not repaired. God, wrong words. Filled up. We're already just a few seconds into the episode, and I've already screwed it up. But we'll continue. So, today's goal is to run some field trials on this thing, make sure it is functioning properly, see what kind of slopes and such I can climb with it, see where it can drive, and also to get it maneuvered and plugged into both the tower here, as we're going to need to transfer some ammunition, and also to this, the fuel refinery. We'll probably cut off one of the caps, more than likely, and then run a conveyor line up to one of the side connectors that the thing has in order to transfer resources into the hold, into the fuel tanks right back there. But for now, this thing needs to take on a bit of a load of armor plate. It should... I don't want to do this. How do I want to do this? First things first, we can get rid of this thing, because that's in the way. We don't need that anymore. And get my HUD on. In the perfect world, we are going to have this thing with a bunch of ammunition, as well as some armored plate. And more than likely, I'm going to put a projector inside of it somewhere so that I can do like a self-repair projector, which will be a useful thing. Once I get it all sort of decked out and done with all the adjustments I want to do in this episode, I'll take another blueprint of it and then put that projector in. But for now, we need to set up a way for it to get just even a small amount of gasoline so that I can... at least run it and get it over to the other place, which in that case the gasoline tanker truck here is going to come into use. Are my wheels off or something, or do I have power? I thought I had bats on this thing. Oh, the batteries on recharge. That'll do it. Yeah, there they are. 4 batteries on recharge. I should set this up as tanker batteries so that I can put that on my bar and recharge on off. There we go. And we're off. Oh, an assert peon. I do not care about assert anymore because of shield. They can go and just suck it. But with this little rover, I should be able to head over right to here, slurp up at least one small load of gasoline, and then set up some sort of conveyorage down to ground level. Oh god, backing up always gets me there, kerfuddled of which direction I'm actually backing up. Okay, lock and stockpile. And that should give me my tanks. And they're filling up. Excellent. Now heavily loaded with gasoline and highly flammable. We'll head on over here. And... how do I want to do this? Do I bring this down its own separate parking spot, or do I just park this where the construction rover is? Because if I park it there, then I no matter what, also want to put some armored plate into that thing so that it can repair its own superstructure, as well as stuff for replacing a turret or two. So if I come off of this one here, just bring this guy forward and just park him somewhere for now. Oh, I can also just bring this guy over here and grab 203 shells. Because that way I don't actually have to connect up to the flak tower directly. I don't have to build something for it. I can just use this guy to transfer over a few loads of 203 shells, which should be good enough. It's going to be like rover musical chairs in this episode. It's going to be silly. Inventory, we'll do that. My own ship, we'll go 203. And, oh, right. I need to do, I can't remember what it is for the organizational program. I don't think it's, is it going to get in my way here if I put 203 shells into here? You going to steal them out? Yes, you are. Okay, I have to do it quick. Disconnect. There we go. I still have them. There we are. Perfection. And now, I'll leave this guy here. Jump into you. We'll park up the fuel. And we'll run a conveyor line from where that ship is currently up to the rest of the base here. So we can transfer in resources and fuel and such. These tanks, I'm going to turn them off stockpile so they will share their fuel. But they shouldn't be sucked up by anything in here because none of this stuff even takes fuel. And now to build some conveyor lines somewhere. Where is the closest open port? Nowhere in particular, so I guess we yoink down this one. Full. Yes, but that is okay, as build and repair cleans up for me. T-junction, and straight on up. And then I guess it'd probably be wise to connect it to there with like a full block before heading on over and connecting up. And this inside is a connector. We will throw a connector right there. And that should, once that is complete, boom. Switch lock. It is locked. And now the engines on this boat should have access to that gasoline. So the gasoline engines here, they have their fuel. They are filled with gasoline engines. Gasoline for these enclosed fuel tanks. We will stockpile and drain out everything from that little rover. And it shouldn't take very long for those to be completely drained. It should be these ones, right? Yeah, 8 more seconds. And also, the 203s on this thing should be active. Are they not? They should have gotten their ammo right now. Oh, wait, right, because I haven't plugged in the ammo rover. This large industrial cargo container, where are you? Where do you have 107 203 rounds on this base that's not part of that? And can't transfer to anywhere there. Where is that cargo container? Is a very good question. But we have fuel. Excellent. So this thing, if I cut it loose, could actually go somewhere, at least for a short duration, until we needed to figure out its connection. It's not part of this base. Oh, it's over in the airport. It's this cargo container here that's got those 203 rounds in it. Right, because it was going to be the a reloading thing for the AC-130. Aha! I found my errant 203 rounds. Not required. Okay, now they at least know where they are. I can deal with those later. This, we'll just head back and park it up over at the gasoline refinery. That is connected. Now ammo should be flowing into these 203s. And if I take a look at them, are you not? You have some ammunition here. They can go into your guns. Okay, so we just have to get cargo container on this particular boat. Should be this one, right? We need to get this guy with all these 203 rounds. That one. And don't you move that back, because it's over a connector. You should not move it. You bastard. Okay. There is a thing I can do, can't I? This large cargo container, I can't remember the command it is for the thing. It's like locked or something like that. But what I can do is go into Izzy inventory and just turn them off for a second. It's like, stop screwing up my stuff. And I can go back to that large cargo that is on my boat here. It should just be this, if I'm not mistaken. It was just a normal cargo container, right? Yes. And just call it cargo container ship, so that way I can bring it up easily. Transfer that. We'll transfer that 300mm standard ammo, which we have for some reason in this anyway. And sure, we'll transfer a little bit of crab. See, I'm still whiffling, going back and forth on that, of whether or not I want to do just the standards or I want to put the anti-missile as part of the CWES. But I think I'll just have it as the standard. Yeah, that'll work. Because then, as I've always... I should add more of these around, because they are very good. I'm thinking, do I really need the searchlights? When I can have a disco ball. Actually, I'm thinking that's actually looking pretty good. Right up against there. Basically where the spotlights were. Replacing that with disco balls. Especially out here on the bow. I am liking that. So I've got one at the bow, one on each side for a total of 3. So if there's some missiles coming in from like straight up and above, I'll get 3 shooting it down. And if they're coming from back, I'll have 2 shooting it down. I may want to put some more, but I'm not sure where to stick them, to be honest. There isn't much room on this thing. I could put some on the sides, or I could literally just put one on the tail like this. That actually probably works. Because then that gives me one in the rear. One in the rear, one in the front. Some good clearance for them all. And for spotlights, I can put on some high-powered spotlights, which I didn't have in the world when I built this ship. And I'm just gonna stick them to the side here. I think that's gonna look okay. It's It's not going to be like the cleanest and prettiest, but I don't care. We'll just stick what? Mid? Right there? Or in front of that? Right there. One on each side. It just needs to be lights. I don't really mind them sticking out a little bit. I don't need the searchlights that are moving around. Just need to know where I'm driving. And then that way, I have 4 anti-missile systems. I have 3 CWIS, which will be entirely for small grid ships and such coming in. And then I got the 203s for large grid stuff. So let's get those. Actually, I'll do that after I get this thing cut off. But it should be ready to get cut off here. Not much else it really needs. These are its wheels, the off-road wheels. So we should up this strength to as much as we can and lower the height offset. 50% strength should be good enough for holding this thing up. And then the last thing will be some armored plate into the cargo here, just to ensure that this thing has some ability to repair itself. So 1500 armor plate, and then we'll transfer some more materials in a moment. What I might want to do is go to my 203s and put the 4 of them that I have on here on the build planner, and also my CWIS. Put the 3 of them I have on my build planner. Then go back and transfer over everything we need for that. Cannot withdraw those items. Boom. So there we go. We have everything on the ship here that it would need to completely rebuild its guns, as well as 1500 additional armored plate. And we can throw in, say, an additional couple thousand steel plate, just for general maintenance and fixing. Do we even have that available? We have some. We'll just round this up to 4,090. 4,100? 4,200? Looks like it's what I have right now for steel plate. Which, that's alright. We'll add another few hundred armored to get it up to 2,000. And that'll be good. It is time to slice this thing free. And I hope this goes well. That's all I can say, is I hope it goes well. So we can slice it here. And I know my inventory is full, lady. Holy crap. Shut up. Let me throw all that back in there. And more than likely, this is going to stay as a station for a second or two here. Because that's just how this kind of stuff works. If you have unsupported stations on, this thing should probably be a station for a minute or two until I can get everything cut away. Yep. It's still floating there. And I should be able to check real quick if I actually had that in the right cargo container. I did! Excellent. So now I can turn the inventory ones back on for that second. I just have to remember what that command is. I believe it is just locked or something along those lines. Ah! What are you guys doing? Engines? You're out of fuel already. So much needed there. Tanks. You guys have 17%. Stockpile off. Come on, flow into the engines and turn on. Let me in. Don't... Oh, hey, missiles incoming. Not here, though. Where the heck are they coming in? Are they coming in on the wreck of the Discovery? Yeah, they're just shooting the bits of the Discovery. What the absolute heck? Why do I have some atmospheric thrusters that are, like, not renamed and hidden for some reason? Ugh, weird. Stockpile off. Gasoline engines. Come on. Ship power, no power. That's because you're off. Oh, do I need a battery on this thing just to give it, like, a little bit of, like, kick every so often? At least I can get in right here where it has no doorway. That's probably what I have to do. I gotta put a battery on this somewhere. Silly, silly ship. Let's go down here. And where to stick this battery where it is good. Because I don't believe I want to do it in the walls here at all. Because then that is just like I'll block out and then ship. I can put it literally right here beside this cargo container. My one battery I have.
Inventory full.
Ah, no wait, that's exposed. You can see that block from outside. So that's no good. Oh ship, where shall I store this little battery of yours? Wait, can you see that thing from outside? Yeah, it's right there. I don't want to be visible. I want it to be hidden inside the ship. It's like, I don't know. Somewhere. I need to put it in the basement. I need to get down there, damn it. It's the problem is I didn't put any doorways or anything to get downstairs. So, at the very end of here, let's, actually, no, I wanted to do that on the underside. We need to get into the basement, into the bowels of the ship. And the way I want to do that is by cutting in through the bottom. I'm going to find the right spot. We got to get into the main compartment here without causing issues. So, should be right here. So, where is that? That is that spot. Right.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Aha! Victory into the bowels of the ship. And we can place down a rando battery in here. Just sure. Actually, can't go there because it'll get burned by the stuff. We'll just literally chuck it on the end of one of these. Because why not? That'll get built up. And I'll put a door for access, I guess. Simply because then we can get down there and do some repairs if needed. Something I did not plan out is access to any of this underbelly, which is probably a bad thing for me, but whatever. As soon as that gets built up, it'll automatically close from my my script, and we'll be watertight. But at least now we have power. Lights are on, ship is active. The engines have their fuel. And the tanks are empty in 12 hours with our idling here. Okay. So we should be good to go. We're going to turn off dampeners. That way we're not wasting a bunch of fuel trying to push ourselves around with the thrusters of the ship. And we are going to convert to ship. As soon as I grab this thing's name. Antenna. Text Marauder. That's what this thing's going to be. Grid name Marauder. Excellent. Convert to ship. We are over, baby. We moving. It works. If it's dumb and it works, it isn't dumb. Oh god, there's some enemy crashed ship behind me from an earlier shoot down. It's like, get out of the way. I'm heading over to the fuel station. I need some liquid go juice. It can drive. It's huge and it's very it's very hard to maneuver. But holy crap, it can actually get moving. Excellent. We'll tuck ourselves in here beside the fuel station. And we'll go probably go grab some materials and just hand build this probably easiest way to do it. Because I'm not exactly sure how we're going to get this all connected. This is where you wish that there was some sort of liquid thing like there is for the gasoline. Sorry, right. I wish there was like some liquid thing like there is for the tethers mod. Where you could just like put a power line between these. But if they could just do a fuel line so I could withdraw that fuel, it'd be amazing. But no, we don't have that. This side? Yeah, I can make this work. Then here and over to approximately, actually no, block lower. Here. Right across to here, which will put a connector. Yeah, we can put one closer. We can put one a block closer. I got a little bit of wiggle room there with the wheels still. And then we just need to get this built. Alright, that's all built up. And now to very carefully maneuver this this giant ship into position in order to siphon off some gasoline. Which will require some finesse, to say the least. Get this thing aligned a little bit. And we're going to pull forward and tuck in. And then at some point, we just need to drive forward. Which looks about here, minus a little bit of a tuck right at the end. That's looking good. Oh, yes. Oh, baby. It magnetized. I can park. Yes. All right. Tanks, man. My enclosed gasoline tanks. They're slowly filling up because this station's still making, oh, whoa, what's going on? Why is my building repairs doing shit? I did not want that. Did they start taking some from my, Okay, good. The magnetism got me in position again. Did they take from my, my stockpile of stuff? Yeah, they used some of my steel plate. What, why? What for? What's unbuilt down there? What were they working on? There shouldn't be anything unbuilt down here. I'm so confused. It's just a bunch of engines. Very strange. Anyway, build and repairs off for now. Let's just get parked back up. We just need to stockpile. 15 seconds till we're full of gasoline. And the refinery tanks, look at them drop. Woo! I mean, we still have a lot in stock, but this is the biggest oil transfer I've done in this entire playthrough so far. Is my giant setup here. Getting absolutely drained, but these are full now, which makes me very happy. We can turn the stockpile off on those. They'll stay basically full, and we should be good to unpark and pull away. Just make sure we clear that thing, and then we need to not too hard, we don't want to hit it with our tail, and hard turn to the left. Alright, Marauder is free. I am literally sailing on land here. Oh, this looks kind of cool from this perspective. We've exited the shield. We're no longer protected by the base's giant bubble shield. And as we head this way, we have both our wheels and thrusters in the inside the ship thrusting us forward, which we can actually get some decent speed out of it. And we can start to maneuver our way down to the coast. We may need some more ammunition. Probably do. But I really want to get this thing in the water and see how it performs as we maneuver our way through the trees ever so daintily and start barreling towards the water, which I know that we can see the pipeline there as a good way to follow it down, as we're actually getting up to 40 meters a second in this thing. This is working surprisingly well for what it is. Oh, this is weird, and I love it. We do need to set up things. We'll wait until we get to the actual water to set up all of our guns and such. But we should just be able to, as we squeak through all these trees, just drive straight into the ocean with no issues at all. Right? Oh, knocking over trees. But here we go. Right into the ocean. We should be all sealed up. The door on the bottom should be closed. And the Marauder can just go sploosh. Right? We are floating. Oh, it's because my gyros are overridden, right? Yep. Whoosh. And we level off. And we're in the water. Turn on our dampeners to stop us up. And the Marauder has successfully been launched. Yes! Oh, baby, new ship is out there. And the wheels just, they're underwater. It's perfect. You don't even see them when you're like this. Okay, we gotta try something out. Let's go thrusters for forward. Just max. I want to see what we're max forward thrust. And the gasoline tanks have 2 days of power. Days of power. Hell yes. This thing is amazing. And now for the gun setups and such, we can do Marauder. And we'll copy that because I'm bad at spelling Marauder quickly. 203s. And we'll go Marauder Sea-Wiz. And we've got the disco balls. We'll go Marauder AMS. Clean up their names as well. And we can set up all of their individual things. So for the AMS, obviously we're just wanting to AI shoot 1500 meters. That's good. Just do it its thing. This is going to be regular stuff. AI shoot, do not target projectiles. And we want to target small grids. And the 203s are going to have regular 203 ammo. Wait, what? Marauder 203s. Flak 200. Right? Yeah. Or HE 200. Not sure which one I want to do. Sea-Wiz. Why is this Sea-Wiz going flak 200? I'm so confused. The guns are being weird to me. 30mm. HE 200. Yes. Okay. Everything's on HE 200. And it's going to not target small grid. It's only going to target large grid. And then I want to 3.5 kilometers. I kind of want to change this down to like 2 kilometers. So that we're not pounding every single ship we see, wasting shells. It should be only the ships that, like, they're attacking us that we should be worried about. But here we are. We have a new combat ready ship with a ton of weaponry, heavy armor. It floats in water 3.0, and the whole bloody thing is amphibious, so we can just turn hard left here and just drive straight out onto the coast. Like, no issue at all. And just go... Yeah, well, yes. We can go anywhere as the wheels make contact, and we just power out of the water back onto land, ready to take this land ship somewhere else and portage our own way across land and plop back into the next ocean to fight on. I can't believe how well this works. Oh my god. We are having a little bit of trouble trying to climb this hill while trying to turn at the same time. So you just look straight. We have enough power to climb. Excellent. And I wish there was something for us to fight right now, because I actually want to fight something. The other thing that I could possibly put on here, we have 2 days of power with our current setup while thrusting forward at full speed. The only thing I can think of we could add is we do have enough field emitters. We could add a shield to this, and that would mean even more strength to this ship. We wouldn't have to worry about minor attacks doing too much damage, and we could just power through it. But we also have so much firepower. Do I really care about that? Or... yeah, I don't think I care at the moment. If this thing goes into battle and gets its ass handed to it, I'll consider putting a shield on it. But I'm thinking this thing is going to be on par, if not stronger, than anything the desert is going to be able to throw at it. So all I really need to do now is head back over here, possibly connect directly up to the flak tower and get another load of 203 shells and 30mm, so I can have enough bullets to head into the desert and literally kill everything there on the way to the gold. But that is going to be for the next episode. This thing is functional and it is beautiful, and I can't wait to take it on an expedition around the planet to go and liberate some gold from the desert pirates. But thanks for watching, and good hunting out there, fellow space engineers.